Now we are going to look into a prototype implementation of Certification Authority Authorization, or CAA, over NE or EJBCA Community Edition in its latest subversion version, or subversion trunk version. It is around 7. This is the EJBCA version 7. Well, the first thing we are going to do is to create a validator in EJBCA, and we are going to call this validator like this, or we are going to name it like this. Then, after creating the validator, we are going to edit it and change its type to CAA validator. Then we are going to configure it like this. For the issuer, we are going to configure the following name: contosoca.com. That is the name that will identify our own sample certification authority. That is contosoca.com. For the DNS resolver, we are going to set the following one. It is a DNS server where we are going to manage our sample domains with CAA records. Then we are going to configure IO-def notification by email by selecting this checkbox and configuring the following: the sender of the notification emails or alert emails, the subject for those emails, and some additional text that is going to be provided as part of the notification emails. Then we can save this validator. And now we have to associate this validator to one of our certification authorities. We are only going to work with the default management CA created during EJBCA setup. We modify the certification authority and set the validator. Then we can save this. Now we are going to create an entity. We are going to call it sample.org. And we have to set two subject alternative names: sample2.org. We create it, and now we are going to modify CAA records in DigitalOcean, which is our configured DNS server. Note that here we have two domains configured: example.org and example2.org. We are going to modify CAA records for example.org. So we create CAA records like this. We set here just the @ symbol to point to the same domain, to the domain itself. Then we authorize our own sample certification authority, and then we just create a record, which is here. We are going to configure the IODEF to this is the email address that will receive notifications when a certificate when a certificate request is sent to an authorized certification authority. We just create a record. Now we can try to issue a certificate for this entity. We come here, we set the username, the password, which is secret, and we try to issue this SSL certificate. So we enroll, and the certificate is correctly generated. We can check it from Firefox certificate store, and we can find the two domains in the certificate subject alternative names extension. Well, here there are the two domains. Now we will modify the CAA record in our DNS server to unauthorize our sample certification authority, or Contoso CAA certification authority. So we modify it like this. And now we won't authorize Contoso certification authority anymore. Well, we won't authorize it anymore. And we will authorize yck.com, and save the record. Now we are going to try to issue a new certificate for this entity. So we modify the entity, setting its status to new. Well, we just save it. Now we are going to try to issue the certificate again. And if we press OK, and we try to enroll, EJBCA will fail like this. You can check at the following message. It indicates that the CAA validator from this EJBCA instance has failed the issuance of the certificate because it is not authorized to issue a certificate for the requested domains, because ContosoCA.com, which is the identifier for this sample certification authority, isn't authorized to issue certificates for example.org according to CAA records. So we are going to receive well, actually the administrator of example.org is going to receive a notification through the IODEF definition. So we go into its inbox, and we can see a new message there, which I'm just clicking. And there we can see that admin at example.org, the recipient that was configured, or the email address that was configured in the CAA records has received an alert, which is the following one. Well, this is a warning coming from Contoso CA, which was the message previously configured, and the following message, which indicates that ContosoCA.com rejected wasn't authorized and rejected the issuance of that certificate.